This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Tuesday, the 16th of July. I'm Michael Groff. Just in time for the hottest temperatures we've had so far this season. My air conditioner not working properly, so that's been a fun couple of days. We'll see an increase in moisture as we go into tonight, tomorrow, and through the rest of the week and the weekend, meaning an increasing chance of showers and thunderstorms for a good portion of the state, maybe even here in the south central deserts. Let's talk about it first. The almanac from yesterday, I felt every bit of this. 114 degrees was the high, 89 the morning low. And outside right now, here at 7:25 a.m., partly cloudy skies in the valley. We sit at 91 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points crept up to 54. Relative humidity 28%. The winds are light and the barometer is rising. Temperatures out there this morning, 79 degrees, the current cool spot at Fort McDowell. Otherwise, 80s and low 90s for the majority of us. The upper air look shows an area of high pressure that is centered somewhere over southeast Arizona, southwest New Mexico this morning. That will be expanding and sliding to the northeast with time, meanwhile troughing to the north and west. So that has put us under a dry southwesterly flow, relatively dry southwesterly flow aloft. That will be changing in time, though. The watch warning map, we do have an excessive heat warning in effect for the valley again today. That's through 8 p.m. tonight, and then that'll be allowed to expire thereafter as temperatures will cool a bit. Meanwhile, excessive heat watches in place for a good part of the Plain States. Kansas City, St. Louis, up to Des Moines, Omaha. Elsewhere, heat advisories for Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, and still have a few flood warnings in effect through the Plain States as a result of what was Barry over the weekend and early this week. Dropped a lot of rain and still going to have some river flooding issues there for a while. Severe weather outlook for today. We've got the enhanced risk around the Black Hills of South Dakota. The broader marginal risk for much of the central and northern plains and parts of the Mississippi River Valley and through the Midwest. And the precipitation outlook valid through next Tuesday morning from the WPC. Rain amounts for us here in Metro Phoenix, maybe a few hundredths of an inch. Heavier totals, really the heaviest rain expected along our southern border there, well in excess of an inch. And of course, any one spot could see more than what's shown here. This represents an average as we are seeing an increase in monsoon activity. And let's break it down now as we take a look at the models and see what's going on. This is the GFS, the 06Z run valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. This is the upper look at about 18,000 feet. All right, there's our ridge to the south and east, a trough to the north and west, putting Arizona under a dry southwesterly flow aloft. So down at the surface, partly cloudy skies today. And it will be hot. One of the hottest days we've had so far. Highs 112 to 115. Some of the hottest deserts of southeast California, southwest Arizona, could be up toward about 118. And you see there's our thermal low that sits over southwest Arizona, southeast California, northwest Mexico this time of year. That's a heat low. It's generated because the Sonoran Desert gets so much hotter than the surrounding areas, and hot air is less dense than cool air. So that creates, down here at the surface where we live, an area of low pressure. And actually, that's going to intensify later this afternoon and tonight and help to draw some additional moisture from the Gulf of California northward into southern Arizona. And so as we go into tonight, partly cloudy skies, lows mostly 80s and low 90s. But look at this. Precipitable water values, 5 a.m. tomorrow morning off the GFS, ramping up to around 1.4 inches here in the valley. And this is a good measurement of how much moisture is in the air. And so we're going to see these values continue to rise. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, the humidity should be up. We'll see those dew points getting back into the 60s for most of us. And so it's going to feel pretty steamy tomorrow morning. And then throughout much of the day tomorrow, this is going to be the beginning of a change in our overall weather pattern. Partly cloudy skies, widely scattered showers and thunderstorms over the high country. A few of those storms will try to make their way into the deserts. So an isolated storm can't be ruled out tomorrow evening here in the valley. Maybe some blowing dust also. Highs tomorrow will be a bit lower too, 105 to 109. But with that humidity coming up, it's really not going to feel that much different. Now, as we go to Thursday, highs about 104 to 107. Slight chance of late afternoon and evening showers and storms here in Phoenix. Same thing for Friday. Then over the weekend, additional moisture comes in as that ridge continues to slide off to the north and east over the central plain states. They're going to have a nice heat wave there. South to southeasterly flow aloft for us. Disturbances rotating around this ridge from time to time serve to enhance shower and storm activity. It's hard to say which day will be the most active, but at this point, either Saturday or Sunday. We should see partly sunny skies and that continued slight chance of storms here in the valley with better chances of rain for the high country. All right, now as we go to Monday, high pressure sets up north of the state, deeper easterly flow sets up. And look at the precipitable water values approaching 2 inches here in south central Arizona. So deeper moisture comes in, and that's going to result in better chances of showers and storms. I'd say numerous showers and thunderstorms over the mountains, drifting toward the deserts in the afternoon and evening hours, including us here in Phoenix. So probably we'd at least bring it up to a 30% chance of getting some storms in here for next Monday, maybe even more than that, especially if we can get a disturbance or some kind of inverted trough moving through here. We'll see, but for now, it definitely looks like an up ramp in shower and storm activity for the first half of next week. Let's go out to a week from today. This is Tuesday, the 23rd. High pressure continues north of the state, easterly flow, and that looks like a classic moderate grade monsoon setup for us. And then going out 10 days, this is the end of the forecast period, Thursday, the 25th. Still kind of the same deal. The ridge drifts a little further to the west toward the Great Basin and east to maybe northeasterly flow. And for a while, that would still mean storms being pushed off of the mountains into the deserts during the afternoon and evening hours. So that looks interesting. All right, temperatures through the period coming off of the European ensemble. Highs, well, above 110 today. We'll probably be pretty close to 115. And then cooling it off as we head further through the week and into the weekend as moisture increases. And those chances of rain come up as well. That'll mean temperatures heading down, maybe even a little bit below average. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. Be safe out there. Stay cool. Check out those air conditioning units. Make sure that they're running good because mine isn't. And we'll see you back here tomorrow.